Grandma and Grandpa painted a picture of 65 years in one little house. More than a memory, more than saying I do. Kiss you good nights and I love yous. Me and you, baby, we'll walk in the footsteps and build our own family, one day at a time. 10 little toes, a painted pink room. Our beautiful baby looks just like you, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Now till forever, it's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. This life will go by in the blink of an eye, but I wouldn't want to spend it without you by my side. The clouds are gonna roll, the earth's gonna shake, but I'll be a shelter through the wind and the rain, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Now till forever, it's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all
way that you'll ever be able to love her, and Liz, you love him selflessly, is by remembering that you both have already been loved selflessly. You've been loved selflessly by God. In the death of Jesus on the cross, we learn that God gave up himself for our good. We learn that God loved us not because we were lovable, not because we were amazing, not because we were good, not because we kept all his rules, but because we didn't. Not because we kept his expectations, but because we didn't. He graciously chose to love us despite us.
You are the light of my life, and you're my best friend. You're so pretty, especially in your nice dress, and nice, and you're caring, warm, smart, funny, sweet, considerate, and grounded in your faith and love of God. You're a great mother to our animals, and I know you'll be an even better mother to our children. You're very smart, you're honest and insightful, and you always let me know what's on your mind and how you feel about what we're dealing with as a couple. And I love you so much because I know how much you love me back. The love and support you give me is incredible. You bring me closer to God every day. Having you in my life is a blessing from Him I am forever grateful for. You will keep me centered and grounded in what is real and important, and you can understand my point of view while still offering your own opinions respectfully. You understand my love language. You even learn to love my cat, even though you don't like cats. You're simply the best.
I vow to love you with my whole heart and be by your side forever. I may not know what the future holds, but God does. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. That's Jeremiah 29:11. My final promise is this. I promise to always be your home, your safe place to land, your biggest supporter, and the love of your life. Till the day I die, I'll love you all of my days, forever and ever. Amen. I love you.
Love you too.
Well, Matthew and Liz, you've given yourselves to each other by the vows you've exchanged. It's been our privilege to be witnesses of your union as husband and wife. Now, moment of truth. Matthew, you may kiss your bride.
My head is stuck in the clouds. She begs me to calm down, says, boy, quit fooling around. I told her I love the view from up here. Warm sun and wind in my ear. Will watch the world from above as it turns to the rhythm of love. We may only have tonight, but till the morning sun, you're mine, all mine. Play the music low and sway to the rhythm of love. Oh, my heart beats like a drum, a guitar string to the strum, a beautiful song to be sung. She's got blue eyes deep like the sea that roll back when she's laughing at me. She rises up like the tide the moment her lips meet mine. We may only have tonight, but till the morning sun.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Words hold my hand.
become one of those as well. I will expect that you will have a long and successful marriage with a few bumps along the way. Anybody who tells you you don't have bumps in marriage, ignore it. But there's so many good things that are coming. As many of you know, this is actually her second ceremony. And how many times have you heard of that happening to any other couple? This is a wonderful opportunity to grow and to share. And I've thoroughly enjoyed having her in our lives for all of these years. I look forward to the continuing experiences of it. So, congratulations. Welcome into the family.
Liz. They share a love of music and have a great deal in common, as Liz is currently working, as Dad said, on her master's degree in music therapy and psychology at their current residence outside Philadelphia. Being a school teacher myself and having a love of children and being blessed with Matt as an only child, we were left with an emptiness of never having the love and devotion of a daughter. I have found that in Liz. My husband and I could not be happier with Matt's choice for a wife, as we finally have gained the daughter of our dreams. We have also gained 2 grand fur babies, who I adore, and that's the first thing I'm doing Tuesday morning, is to drive to Philadelphia and rescue them from the Peppy Motel, so I love them both.
Having got to know Liz, having Matt confide in me about Liz, I also know 4 things about Liz. That she, too, is a woman of truth, a woman of courage, compassion, and she's a guy that Matt can always count on. She's a woman that can always count on. You've also helped Matt come closer to God, become the man he wants to be. It's clear you're surrounded by a wonderful, loving family and friends. And I know your union is going to bring the light of your life and the music that you two will create onto the world. I'm just really happy for you guys. Just really happy to be here. And I hope to always be there for you two as well. And that's what I have to say.
Hello, everybody. I hope you all are all having a great time. I know I am. For those of you who don't know me, I know. Introduce me, I am Liz Sheridan, or otherwise known as Sheridan, because there can't be 2 Liz's. And I am this gorgeous bride that's made of honor. And then a best friend to her and to her now husband, Matt. I want to take a moment to congratulate the beautiful couple and talk a little bit about my friendship with Liz. So we met back in the 6th grade, where our personalities first collided in math class. I believe it was actually history, but I'll let her win that debate. So Liz was full on sparkle and rainbows, and I was full on gothic and school t-shirts. So it was not a friendship at first sight.
When the moon is low, we can dance in slow motion, and all your tears will subside. All your tears will dry. After I've gone, you'll still be humming along, and I will keep you in my mind. The way you make love so fine. We may only have tonight, but till the morning sun, you're mine, all mine. Play the music low and sway to the rhythm of love. Sway to the rhythm of love. to the rhythm of love.
Well, I guess I'll go first. I met Liz when I was in grad school at Texas Tech studying music, and we met through a mutual friend. One of my trombone students was her friend, and I just happened to sit down and talk to him, and Liz was there talking in the student union building at Texas Tech, and we got to talking, and then I texted Jorge after, and I was like, hey, your friend's cute and everything, and like we set up a date, and I kind of told you my whole life story, and you didn't get scared off, so just kind of
He's a very open person, so he'll tell you his whole life story if you let him.
Yeah, so we kind of kept growing as friends for a little bit, and then we started dating a couple months before my grad school ended, and she still had another year at Texas Tech, so we did long distance for a year, and then we were able to move to Pennsylvania together for school.
You want to tell me a little bit about that long distance part, Liz?
Yeah, so we planned it out, well, I planned it out, that we would visit each other at least once a month, and so, flights are expensive, but it worked out somehow, and so we pretty much got to see each other once a month, which was really nice, and so I would go to Boston, which is near where he lives, or he would come to Lubbock, Texas, which is where I was still finishing school, and, we would make the most of it. So yeah, it was like really good, and we were able to I would write him a lot of letters, like every time I was on the plane because I was so sad to leave him. So yeah, like I said in my vows, I wrote the letter that I wanted to marry him one of the last times that I visited him.
All right, so it's kind of like a proposal letter.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Someone had to do it.
Yeah. Since you initiated it, why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit more about that?
Okay, well, I don't know. I had been praying about it for a while, so we're both Christians, and I was like, God, if this is because at first I was very skeptical about him because he wasn't a Christian when we met. So I took a chance on him, basically. And anyway, I prayed a lot about it, and I felt like it was the right thing. I was called to him, so yeah.
All right. So how did things work out for you on that end? It seems like you went through some big changes.
Yeah, for sure. When she wrote me the letter and confessed your love and everything, no girl had ever done that. No girl had ever made me feel the way that she did, and so it was very surreal. It still is very surreal because you're the most loving person I've ever met. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So that's a good leeway to the next phase of our interview. Why don't you go ahead and start, Matt, telling me about what you loved the most about this woman?
I loved how comfortable I felt around you, and I loved how you made me feel when we were dating at first. You put in, and and you still do this obviously, you put in as much effort and time and care into the relationship as I was. We were both in it the same amount, and no one's ever been as serious like that for me. So yeah.
Same goes for you.
Okay, so you mean at the beginning? Or?
At the beginning, right now.
Okay.
Any different?
So over time, he got closer to God, so I appreciated that. And it says in the Bible that the man should be the leader, the spiritual leader, and I think he's getting better at that. And also, he's a very patient person, and I am not. So it was really great knowing that he was really patient because I didn't have the greatest upbringing, so he kind of introduced me to a whole new world of patience, which was crazy to me. I was nobody's ever been this patient with me, and I get irritable, so. And he's also the same thing he said, he's very loving and caring, and he puts in the effort into the relationship to make it work, and especially when we were long distance, he didn't give up, neither of us gave up. We wanted it to work, so. Yeah.
And I never thought I would be able to do a long distance relationship with anyone.
Me either.
But you know, we made it work, and we didn't give up on it, like you said. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
All right. Do you have any words for your guests, for your family who joined here with you today? That'll be the last thing.
Yeah, I just want to thank my family, especially those that came and traveled a long way to be here and support me and us. And, you know, just thank you to everyone for the support and for the love and all the gifts and appreciation is overwhelming. So, yeah, thank you to everyone.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that came. Obviously, like, we love and appreciate everybody that's here, but I want to give a special shout out to my maid of honor, Elizabeth Sheridan, because she has been like my rock through this whole thing, like all of the ups and downs of like wedding planning and like being stressed out and, you know, everything. So yeah, she's great, and I just wanted to give her a shout out.
Hi, my name is John Crosby Rogers III. And I know the beautiful couple from knowing Matt. So Matt is someone that I've had the pleasure of knowing since we were in high school, but I didn't get to be his close friend until much later when we got a place together in Ithaca, New York. And it was just so much fun, and Matt's one of the greatest friends I could possibly ask for. He's always been someone that we can always count on for a good time, and someone that we can grow with. It's hard to find friends now. At least once you're in your 20s and everything, it's hard to find friends that you can keep in your life. But Matt's always been there. He's always been ready to keep our friendship growing. So I know the lovely couple because he brought Liz up to Philadelphia once, and I had the pleasure of meeting her. And honestly, it just made sense. It's like chocolate chips and vanilla ice cream. So my best wishes to the married couple, and I'm always going to be there, and I can't wait to hear your story as it unfolds.
Awesome. Is there any specific moment today that stands out for you that you want to talk about?
Any specific moment? About
the wedding.
About the wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, it was a lot of fun having our first one and doing the second one. I keep saying it because if you've ever done like theater or something before, it kind of feels like it's our second weekend of shows. Like, we've already done this before, but you know, I mean, obviously, if we're all gonna rendezvous in Texas for another fun night of fun and laughter and tears, like, I'm all for it. So yeah, we had a good first wedding, and here's to wedding number 2. It's pretty fun so far.
Awesome.
I'm Cameron Walker, and I went to church with Liz at youth group.
And I'm Mary Walker, and Liz was one of the girls in my group, in my small group of church.
All right. So what was your favorite part of the day so far, guys?
Catching this. We got some fresh flowers for the house. Can't wait to text my boyfriend that I got the bouquet.
My favorite part was seeing Liz get married again, but I'm excited for her. I love Matt. I think they're a perfect match. So I'm really happy for her. And I miss her not living here.
All right. And this question is not for you, but for her. Any words of wisdom for the couple?
Stay close to the Lord. And they know that already. Get front and center, and always honor each other in public. Don't put each other down. Always be respectful.
All right. You can answer too if you want. Why not?
I agree. All of what she said.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay. I'm Joe, Liz's sister, and this is Ben, my fiance.
All right.
Brother-in-law.
Yes, indeed.
To Liz and Matt.
Soon, 33 days.
Yeah, we are really excited for you guys. We couldn't be happier. We wish you a happy life together and keep having fun together.
I haven't known you guys for very long, but I've really enjoyed it. It was really fun to come to Pennsylvania. We're really excited to come visit you more. Really great musical performances. It was wonderful.
yeah.
I enjoyed it so much. And I think, again, this reception and the wedding has been a testament to, I think, where you guys have come from and where you're going. We love you so much, and we're excited to be part of your lives. So congratulations.
We love y'all.